Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Selena and I like to call myself your holistic guide and GAPS guru. I like to talk about all things GAPS related, food, emotions, healthy living, non-toxic living, and really just creating a healthy home and lifestyle inside and out. And today I'm going to be talking to you about the importance of eating enough food on GAPS. Honestly, this could be like eating enough food in general, but I'm going to speak specifically to the GAPS diet because I do think there is a common notion out there that we know that we're constantly eating when we're on GAPS because you're just so hungry and your body is healing and it needs all the nourishing, nutrient-dense foods, and it's not running on carbs anymore. Learning how to run on fat, which is honestly more sustained energy, but you need to actually eat the right kinds of foods to be nourished and full throughout the day. And so I really want to just kind of open up my life and share a little bit about my process and understanding food on the GAPS diet and why it's so important to eat enough food, my journey with learning how to eat more food even than I think that I need to help with actually getting at some of those chronic symptoms, and give you kind of a picture of what my day looks like when it comes to food, how much I actually eat, which is a lot of food. Let me tell you, it's a lot of food. I eat constantly. So I want to reiterate, in case you're new to this channel and new to the GAPS diet and GAPS world, healing world, diet things, that this diet is really not about starvation. This is not about starvation or calorie counting. Limiting portion sizes, all of that, GAPS is not about it. We are not trying to control the amount that you eat. We are not trying to limit you to reach a certain weight or body image. We look at weight as something that is a direct reflection of usually your hormones and your body's ability to detox and your gut's ability to heal and restore inflammation, all of those things. And usually our culture's picture of weight loss and diets is to cut food, to restrict, to not eat, to exercise so much, and to really just cut calories. And that is not what's going on here. This is not a traditional diet. This is a protocol for healing your body. And sometimes it does have the effect of weight loss, but that is not what we're directly going for. We're going for healing. And if that happens in the process, then that happens in the process. It's just is what it is. It just happens. So again, this is about healing. This is about introducing the most nourishing foods on the planet so that your body can be restored back to its original design and its original functionality. And so you're eating a lot of the most nourishing foods that there is, and you're working on healing that gut lining. And so you are eating as much as your body needs. And I've mentioned before the idea of intuitive eating, eating when you're hungry, eating what you're hungry for when you're hungry, and how it's kind of a double-edged sword because you want to eat what your body's craving, but sometimes your body craves sugar and carbs, and that's actually the pathogenic bacteria and microbes in your gut craving those things, not your body's actually craving that thing. So you want to be aware of those things, that there's actually a distinction there. That comes with knowing your body, right? So it functions also the same when it comes to how much you're eating. And I'm learning this recently because I went from eating probably like 3.5 meals a day, even on GAPS, and realizing that I was actually not having enough, and I was starting to get some symptoms, and realizing actually for what's going on in my body, the detox that's happening, for where I'm at, I actually need more like 4.5 to 5 like good sized meals a day, which is very countercultural. And so it was kind of hard for me to wrap my head around originally. But the idea is that sometimes as your hormones are healing, as your body is healing, you want to listen to your body and listen to your body's capacity, not overeating, not undereating, but also sometimes your body doesn't crave food when you actually need food. And Dr. Natasha talks about this when you come onto GAPS from an eating disorder. This wasn't my story, but when you come onto GAPS from an eating disorder, a lot of times people don't crave food at all. And so they just think they're not hungry and keep going on and on without eating. But the reality is there actually is a point where you kind of have to feed yourself even when you're not hungry, because it actually helps your body to develop those hunger signals. And again, I'm not a doctor and I don't know a lot about this, but I do know that for me, eating more than what I even thought I needed when I wasn't having those hunger signals got rid of some of my symptoms. And that's because my hormones, I think, were adjusting to either needing more food, I'm going through a lot of detox, my body's needing the support. And GAPS is a very fat heavy diet, and your body's not getting those quick carbs, that quick energy. It's getting that fat, that's the long sustained energy. And so you really got to work with your body and your needs. All that aside, I'm going to give you a picture of what I eat in a day, what I drink in a day too, to kind of give you an outline of like, this is actually possible. Yes, a human being could actually eat this much and it could actually be really, really good for them. Most people will say, most doctors will say, you want to make sure that you're at least drinking half of your body weight in ounces of water each day. Now, if you're more active, they might say to drink 75% of your body weight in ounces each day, like 3/4 of your body weight in ounces each day. I will tell you that I drink about a gallon a day, which is, I don't know how many ounces, but I drink probably more than 4 quarts of water a day. A lot of you might think, oh my God, that's crazy. I notice a difference when I don't. I get symptoms when I don't. For the amount of times I hear people having symptoms and just the answer is literally like, just drink more water. It's kind of crazy actually. It's one of the more easy things, but it's something that is really important. Plus I drink a quart of meat stock. So meat stock is separate, teas are separate, but water is really important, making sure your water is high quality water. We have a Berkey here with a fluoride filter, so water is really important and I drink a crap ton of it. So now I'll kind of like line out what I eat in a day, what I've been eating, realizing that I'm eating more meals than I thought I needed. Oh, 2 more meals than I thought I needed. And realizing some of the benefits of it, and I'm feeling way better. Again, I wasn't starving myself before. I was probably eating 3.5 meals a day, but I was realizing, whoa, like my body really needs support right now. At certain times that's actually been fine, that's been enough, but my body really needs the support and I'm gonna give it to it. So I wake up, I drink a GAPS shake, which is basically, for me, I put some kombucha, some sauerkraut brine, and some beet kvass in some juice from carrots, ginger, celery, and beets. I blend it up in a blender and then I strain it. So that's how I juice, because it's quicker, I find, for me. And then I add 3 egg yolks into it, and with a huge tablespoon of cultured cream. And so I'll have that pretty much within the first hour that I wake up, in addition to a quart of water. And then I drink another quart of water with an iodine supplement in it that I do, and some selenium. And for breakfast that I have about an hour and a half, 2 hours later, I will have eggs and some kind of protein with it. So that's bacon or some ground beef from the night before, or even some steak in the morning, some steak and eggs, something filling like that with some sauerkraut on top, some sour cream on top, a good GAPS breakfast, salt, pepper, all the stuff. So that'll be my breakfast. And then usually like an hour, 2 hours later, I will get hungry again, and then I will do a big bowl of yogurt. And yogurt helps me to kind of get through the morning. And I realize that sometimes I fade and I get some fatigue, and then I have the yogurt and it just perks me up. So I'll do a little bit of raw honey on that. And then around the afternoon, I start to get pretty hungry, around like 1-ish. And then at that point, I will usually do a smoothie. So I'll do a kefir smoothie, usually like at least a half a quart of kefir with some frozen berries, some honey maybe, and I'll actually add 2 full eggs into that as well. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Selena, your cholesterol must be so bad. Well, I'll do another video on cholesterol later because I don't believe cholesterol is bad. Anyway, but yes, I do eat enough to make people think, wow, that woman's actually crazy. So anyway, but I have a smoothie and I'll drink that, and I'll drink it with my beef liver. So I'll actually do the beef liver pills, either with the camu powder and the beef liver, or I'll just kind of do it while I'm drinking the smoothie, something like that. And then I might even have an afternoon snack. I'll do some dates with some butter right now. I'm really liking that, helping my blood sugar stay stabilized with the fat from the butter, but then also having something like a date, sweet, in the afternoon just kind of as a snack. And then I will start preparing dinner. And so for dinner, recently we've been doing a lot of beef because we just bought a big butcher box full of beef. I will link in the description the Butcher Box website. I love Butcher Box. I think they're the best. They have such high quality meat and it's so affordable. So definitely get on that. But we just got a ton of meat from Butcher Box, and so we've been having a lot of ground beef, and we'll do a side of vegetables. Usually it's frozen vegetables to make it simple and easy. My husband might have some kind of carb, but usually what I'll have is just vegetables, some meat, some ferments like some sauerkraut or fermented vegetables on top. I like to have a fermented food with each meal. I think it's really helpful for your digestive system and helping to replenish with beneficial microbes. But yes, that's my dinner. And oftentimes I will have some kind of little dessert where I will, it might be, even if it's just like a cup of raw milk, I'll have milk, or I'll have some kind of, little yogurt bowl, or, some more of the dates with the butter. Like sometimes I get a little hungry and it's really helpful for me. So while I'm not having food, I will drink water, and I'm trying to kind of drink away from my meals so I don't dilute my stomach acid. But that's a lot of food, you guys. That's like a lot of food. If you saw it, you'd think that's crazy, that's a lot of food. And the truth is, it is a lot of food. And that is actually what my body needs right now. It's very important on this diet that you're not restricting, you're not under eating, especially as you're healing and in those detox reactions, which is where I think I'm at right now. The body needs the support, it needs the nourishment. So give it to yourself, love yourself here, and let your body just take it all in as it needs. So again, I hope this video was helpful. If you got any value out of this video, make sure to like and subscribe below. I make new videos like this very regularly right now, and it's my passion to walk alongside people as they heal and grow. It inspires me and hopefully brings encouragement to you. Thanks for watching.